Joining us now is Ralph Thompkins. He is the owner of S.W.A.G Kids Gym located in West Bloomfield with us again on the show. Ralph, thank you for being with us again.
Hey, Tyler. Happy New Year, buddy. Been a little bit. Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good with us. How are you doing? How's your team over there at S.W.A.G Kids Gym?
Yeah, team's doing good, man. Team's doing good. Appreciate you asking.
Good to hear. So, of course, this is a gym specifically targeted as being for activities for children. What inspired you to open a gym specifically for kids?
You know, it wasn't even originally in the cards, but I had spent 5 years at a little gym in West Bloomfield and really loved it and wanted to just expand on some of the things and offerings that they had, and took the risk and wanted to go on my own. And it's been about 2.5 years that S.W.A.G's been open, made it through the pandemic, and really very fortunate to have the opportunity to offer so much to so many kids and families throughout, the state of Michigan and, of course, in the city of West Bloomfield.
And it's really interesting, too, because not only is this a place that is intended on inspiring activity for kids, it's really built on building those early principles for activity and for really the benefits, both physical, mental, social, and emotional, that come from physical exercise, physical activity at a young age. Your gym was founded on, as you have listed, 3 different principles. Can you talk to us about those principles and why those became the core of everything that you do over there at S.W.A.G Kids Gym?
Yeah, so, a lot of the times now people see or have heard about what we do via video, social media, things like that. And it looks extremely fun, which it is, but there's a lot of developmental principles that go alongside of, the fun. So a lot of times we like to really encourage people to let their kids grow and develop at their own pace, which is the fundamental basis of the program, is being in an atmosphere which is comfortable. And not all the time, especially with the pandemic, kids are able to walk in and be a part of scenarios where they're instantly comfortable. So it takes commitment not only from, the kids wanting to come every week, but from the parents wanting to stick with it, just knowing that every situation isn't going to be ideal, but it's about allowing the kids to have an opportunity to really kind of figure out their own self within their own space of the gym and being able to have an opportunity to grow and develop at their own pace. So I think it's really important that parents give their opportunity to their kids to be able to grow and not have such high expectations on performance. It does take time. So this is why S.W.A.G Kids Gym was founded, and we really believe the things that we do inside of our gym really helps kids get a little bit more comfortable quicker than most different activities that may be accessible for kids.
And it can be difficult for parents, too, to find those activities for kids that engage them, that are productive for them in their early development especially, but also just in general, speaking for parents. I don't know for sure. I'm not a parent. I've only, the closest thing I've ever been to that kind of a role was as a camp counselor, but it's very tough to get kids to calm themselves down and to engage in certain activities, especially those that they may not want to engage in. So for you at S.W.A.G Kids Gym, how do you incorporate that knowledge into your programs, into your activities to make them engaging for kids, even if they're a little bit reluctant at first to engage in some of those activities?
Yeah, so the key for us is we start super early with our programming. So we start as young as 10 months old, and we go all the way up to 12. So with the ages 4 and under, we allow for them to freely explore around the gym however they like. Their parents are also inside the gym, so they get the social and emotional interaction, of course, with their parents, and of course, having a parent or a loved one near them makes everybody more confident, especially the young ones. But they also get the opportunity to be around other kids, so they get used to that socialization and structure aspect. So we don't force them to do things that aren't comfortable for them, but we do allow them to step inside the gym. And if you're in whatever they see that they may want to be interested in, they have the opportunity to freely explore which allows for anxiety to decrease because they're in a situation where they have a secure person, a parent, a guardian, caretaker, things of that nature. But they also see other kids who may be a little bit more comfortable than themselves step in an atmosphere and just be willing to just run around and be free in an atmosphere that's super energetic, upbeat. And then all of our coaches, of course, are very engaging. But, we do understand a kid does need time to kind of warm up and grow up in the atmosphere. So we insert ourselves into their lives accordingly.
We're joined by Ralph Thompkins, owner of S.W.A.G Kids Gym in West Bloomfield, joining us on the Megacast. You can learn more information by visiting their website at swagkidsgym.com or visiting their location located at 7306 Haggerty Road in West Bloomfield. And so on that note too, Ralph, it can be tough to keep kids engaged. Getting them engaged is one challenge, but keeping them engaged in what they're doing, especially in physical activity or in playtime, in productive playtime, can be really tough too. And that goes back to your second principle of entertainment for enjoyment. How important is variety in general in fitness, but especially for kids in fitness and physical activity, to keep them interested, to keep them coming back, and to ultimately develop that into something that is part of their activities that they enjoy as they grow up?
Yeah, so for us as staff at the gym, it's actually the funnest part for us is being able to create different opportunities for kids to be able to gain confidence, gain skill, gain traction in the physical, the social, and emotional development. So it's really awesome. S.W.A.G is essentially we can create any kind of workout, obstacle course, gymnastic, exercise opportunity at any point, any time, which makes it super versatile. So anytime they step in the gym, it looks a little different. And then, of course, our job as coaches and staff at the gym is to be able to properly assess kids' physical ability to be able to make it challenging for them, so they want to keep coming back. So variety is extremely important, especially for kids who, as you know, they have short attention spans. But it is an opportunity for them every time they step in the gym. They can expect something a little bit different, and it makes it fun for us, like I said, as instructors and staff, to create a new experience for them. It keeps it fresh for them, and it certainly keeps it fresh for us. So we're able to create whatever we want at any time we want, and it's based off the needs and the abilities of our kids that come into the gym.
We're joined by Ralph Thompkins, owner of S.W.A.G Kids Gym, located on Haggerty Road in West Bloomfield, joining us on the Megacast. More information on their website, swagkidsgym.com. And so your third principle, of course, inspire future generations, as it's listed here. And so as you're approaching these activities, as you're designing these activities, as you're working with the kids in groups and in individual settings, and inspiring fitness in them, how important is it to make that to make these activities something that they're interested in long term, so it becomes not only part of what they're interested in, what they keep coming back to later on, but also helps them bring along their peers as well, which can be a much easier way to approach that than having adults preach to kids the importance of physical activity.
Yeah, so essentially the great thing about the gym is that believe it or not, there is an opportunity for these kids to have physical literacy, which basically gives them the opportunity to learn how to maneuver and coordinate and balance their body through exercise. So it is a great starter for that. Physical literacy is something that's super important. And of course, the more kids understand how to use their body, how it operates, how to learn how to take safe risks, how to navigate that and listen to instruction, it naturally does grow their skill and coordination, but most importantly, it builds their confidence. So when they step into other activities that are outside of S.W.A.G, maybe sports or dance or anything else of that nature, they have a leg up because they are building their foundational movement, and they're also building their brain to know how to do and what to do with their body at appropriate times for physical activity and coordination. So that's super key, and that inspires them because they have the confidence in the literacy to know how they're supposed to do it, what they're supposed to do, and they're able to take instruction really great, which definitely helps them, and it helps other peers around them to be able to see that they have learned from a program like SWAG, to be able to incorporate that into helping others as well, which is super key in them being a great kid and a good person. It's equally as important to be a great person and a productive person in our society as it is to be physically literate. So we combine both of those within all the elements that we have at SWAG.
We're joined by Ralph Thompkins, owner of S.W.A.G Kids Gym, located on Haggerty Road in West Bloomfield. You can learn more information on their website at swagkidsgym.com. That is swagkidsgym.com. And part of what is important in building a fitness regimen for everyone, but also inspiring fitness as a regular activity, is keeping that positive attitude, because in a lot of these situations, the games you're playing, the sports you're learning, the workouts you're doing, they can be really difficult, or you can hit a snag, or you can hit a low point, some sort of difficulty, and lose that inspiration, lose that positive attitude. So for you, personally, how do you keep yourself positive, and then how do you inspire the children in particular that are taking part in these activities to keep them positive too when they hit those snags, when they hit those roadblocks that they need to work through?
Tyler, honestly, man, for me, it's super easy to be motivated. COVID has definitely had a negative effect on a lot of people in so many ways. We were very fortunate enough to come out of it and be doing very well. Our business is doing very good. So I have a great team around me, from my management staff to all my coaches, to partnerships that we have outside of SWAG that believe in what we do, and they believe in me. So I would never want to disappoint them and let them down. So it's super easy for me to wake up super motivated personally, because I got a great support system around me, great family, great friends, great teammates that I consider family, and then great business partners as well. And then obviously I'm super thankful for the people who believe in us, as far as clients and families that put their trust in us when we were at our very lowest point and COVID was at its peak in regards to stuff that we didn't know about. They were willing to invest their time and their energy into us making their kids better. So those motivating factors alone, between who I have supporting me as a staff and business partnerships, as well as the people who believe and invest in our program in regards to joining, makes it super easy for me to be motivated. So that allows us as coaches and staff members to essentially give it our all to those kids. And yes, there are going to be like bumps in the road, and we really do, for older age groups, we really do challenge them to push to be at their best. So but we do it in a way like, hey, we're with you, you can do it. Very positive reinforcement. So the same energy that they give us when they come to the door and want to do it, we give it back to them in regards to teaching, what we know, and teaching, tough times, those are the ones that you're going to have to make it through, and it makes you better and it makes you stronger. So it builds character. So we're extremely fortunate as a company, as a staff, and, as people who really care about kids being able to get 1% better each day at whatever they do. Like, we take it really serious because there's people who believe in us. So that gives us the motivation to give it right back to them in regards to making them better.
We're joined by Ralph Thompkins, owner of S.W.A.G Kids Gym, on the Megacast. More information on the website, swagkidsgym.com. And of course, in addition to being a great physical education teacher for these kids at your gym and being a great trainer, you also have another skill as a DJ, and we'll be seeing those DJ skills on display on Saturday, February 26th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Orchard Mall here in West Bloomfield, on Orchard Lake and on Maple, just off the corner of Maple Road, for the West Bloomfield Parks Black History Month Black Expo, in a special role as their DJ. Talk to us about what we can expect at that event and where you develop these DJ skills.
I'm super excited. It's the first one. It's in our backyard in West Bloomfield, and couldn't be more fortunate and excited to be able to step outside the box of the normal realm and expand into the DJ stuff. But I've been doing it for about 3-4 years now, just at various events. But I get a lot of practice because the music that we play at the gym is very upbeat. So I've been able to develop some skills there. Did some work with Star Trek's Entertainment for a couple of years. They're the best in the business in regards to any kind of special events, bar mitzvahs, weddings, stuff like that. So they gave me a great foundation, and now I had a very good opportunity to expand out and be on my own and kind of offer that service for S.W.A.G Kids Gym. So we definitely DJ special events, weddings, doing some mitzvahs, doing some expos. We did the View Fest Festival. So yeah, it's just always been something that's been a special interest for me. And if I didn't have, my staff members like Coach Katie, Coach Malia, I wouldn't be able to step out into that realm. So, as much excitement as I have about it, I got a good team around me that allows us to expand and do several other things. But the expo, we're super excited for. We're going to have some great businesses there that are Black owned, and they get an opportunity to network and grow their own business, which is super exciting for me to be able to kind of lead and forecast that for several key businesses. They have great people running it. So I'm just a small piece of the puzzle to it, but get to add the entertainment and some excitement to it as well. So super thankful for that. Hopefully it's going to be the first of many, which I know it will. And I know the businesses that are going to be there, they're going to have great information, great booths, great insight, and definitely want to make sure that the word gets out to support those businesses, because they work as equally as hard as anybody else to make sure their business runs. So it's nice to be able to meet those business owners and to be able to have them represented at the expo. So really excited about that.
Ralph, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate your time.
All right, man. Be well. Hopefully, good to get you guys come out to the gym soon and check it out. You guys will be blown away.